10 years after Overwatch was first announced at Blizzcon, the Overwatch social accounts seem to be hinting at something classic. Let's have a look. 10 years ago, Chris Metzen stepped on the Blizzcon stage, announcing Blizzard's first new IP in a really long time. Now seriously, really long. And that IP was Overwatch, scrapped from the remnants of Project Titan. A failed project that had huge consequences for all of the company. Today, 10 years later, after a few years of record-breaking success, we find ourselves with a game and a community that is still recuperating from a few rough years. Now earlier this week, the Overwatch Twitter account started celebrating that anniversary with a reverse countdown that seems to be working its way back to 2014. On Instagram, on the other hand, they removed all of the posts they did in the last decade and replaced them with old Overwatch 1 memes. All of this had the community scratching their head. Was their Instagram account hacked by someone that was a huge fan of Overwatch 1 and that was trolling them? Or did Jeff Kaplan return to Blizzard? And did he accidentally wipe everything on their social accounts by opening his old laptop? It can happen. Or is something bigger happening here? Some players were thinking that it had something to do with the Freaks teasers that we got at the start of this season for that upcoming hero. I don't think so. Others were guessing that Team 4 was going to revert the game back to Overwatch 1. And while that sounds very silly, I think they are not that far off. See, earlier today, the Overwatch social accounts posted this video showing cosplays of heroes that were on the original roster. Genji, D.Va, there was even a Bastion. And they all look amazing. Great job, guys. But what is even more interesting is that in the caption, they link to a YouTube video that is set to release on November 11th at 6 p.m. CET. Thumbnail for that video shows a classic Tracer. On top of that, when they removed all of their posts on Instagram, they also changed their status to "What year is this again?" Look, before they mentioned that trailer, I would have attributed all of this to basically them celebrating that 10-year anniversary of the original announcement. Marketing. Now, I think something bigger is going on. However, I'm not saying that they're going to revert us back to Overwatch 1. What I do think is happening is that we're getting a limited time game mode that is going to only include those original heroes that were on the original release roster. They're all going to be tuned as they were after the first initial balancing changes, and it is most likely going to be 6 versus 6. I'm even thinking that we might get 2CP back in the rotation for that event. I wouldn't mind. I know it's an unpopular opinion, but I kind of miss those maps. In any case, besides this being a fun event, it is also a test. This is where they test the engine for the future 6 versus 6 thing. And they can check if their new engine can handle the 12 players on the map. And later in Season 14, they'll ramp it all up with the tests that they announced already. And those are going to include all of the heroes. I do have to say, I think that they've been very smart with all of their events lately. First, they used the Halloween event to kind of test what we think about talents, and now they celebrate this anniversary with a prelude to the 6 versus 6 test. That's smart. But anyways, let's first wait and see what they announce next Monday. I'll keep you posted, so make sure to subscribe. But what do you think about a possible classic mode in Overwatch 2 for a limited time? Let me know in the comments. For now, however, that was it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. It always helps me out. I also want to thank my patrons. I could not make these videos without you guys. You have my eternal gratitude. You too can join the Omnic Post family over on patreon.com/theomnicpost. If you have a few minutes left, maybe check out this video. Click it. But above all, take care of yourself, take care of each other. Bye bye.